Hey, how's it going? So, I had to get out and run a few errands. Took a rest day today. I wouldn't really call it a rest day because it ended up like basically helping clean the house and do all kinds of stuff. But while I am out and about, I had a lot of random thoughts going through my head. There's still a lot of questions that I have about what equipment I want to use, what kind of routines have worked for other people, and the list goes on and on. I also have some thoughts about doing interviews with people that I have been kind of mentored by and asked a lot of questions of. So I want to bring in people that are a lot further down the road than I am to kind of help me out and help you out, and just add some more depth to the content. So lots of thoughts like that going on, but also wanted to try out this live streaming, which I really have no idea how it works, but we're giving it a shot. And my hope is that this archives as a video that can be seen again, because I don't want to lose everything that I talk about. But we'll see. So yesterday kind of kicked it off. Today really just wanted to kind of introduce myself and give a brief description of what the intent is, and maybe provide a little more color than I did yesterday. I am 31 years old, been running for seriously with half marathons, 5Ks, marathons, things like that, for about 13, 14 years, and picked up riding a road bike in 2012, which is 6 years ago, and didn't take me too long to get an appetite for triathlons. Did a couple sprint triathlons, and there's just it's a good experience. You don't have to train too hard. You can just kind of take your time. It's a real casual, at least the ones I did, are a real casual environment. But there's a lot to be learned, as you build distance and endurance. So the bug kind of bit me when I did those, and it helped that even though it was a small race, I got first in my age group, so that was kind of a boost of confidence. Even though maybe it shouldn't have been based on the overall performance. But anyway, it's a good sport. It's got a lot to it as far as the endurance and training and mental strength that goes along with it. And so I really enjoy just all the aspects of it. Back to who I am. So I guess I would consider myself like a beginner to intermediate as far as triathlons go, just because of my overall fitness level. And when it's been a couple of years since I lived in Texas, but when I lived in Texas, I swam probably 3 days a week pretty consistently. It wasn't always a long swim, but I would try to be somewhere between 800 and 1600 meters 90% of the time. A few times I would invest a little bit more time and energy and go into a longer swim. Swimming, I'm not excellent at by any means, but I enjoy it. And biking, it's probably similar to swimming. They both take a backseat to running, at least historically for me. I enjoy biking. I just haven't built it into my lifestyle as much as I have running. So I'm really looking forward to kind of learning some techniques and trying out, maybe trying some gear and trying to figure out what works for me and hear about what works for other people, because there's a lot of options out there. Even if you think about water bottles for bikes, right? There's at least a dozen different options and styles, and so there's little things like that even though they look nice, or might find them on sale or something like that, and you feel like it's the right thing to do, it's one of those things you got to figure out if it's going to work for you or not. So I'm excited to kind of explore some of that and get some other advice and try to make sense of what's gonna be right for me when it comes October in Wilmington for my first 70.3. That's kind of a long background. I work in manufacturing, have a beautiful wife and a gorgeous little daughter, 2 years old, 2.5 years old. For those of you that may see this and know her, it really goes without much explanation how awesome she is and full of life, and she can be a lot to keep up with, but we wouldn't have it any other way. Like I said, I'm in manufacturing, so I work full time and try to train as much as I can on the side. That's probably all the really relevant information I wanted to provide. I guess one of my main things in doing this and providing some kind of introduction, and I'll give more, I'm sure I'll dive into different aspects of how I got to where I'm at, and what how I see I fit into different training styles along the way. And so I just wanted to make sure that it's clear that this is going to be quite the process. Never done this before. Like I said, probably a beginner to intermediate level, and I think there's a lot that I can learn through this, and so I'm excited about it. But I only see, looks like one person on. How's it going? This live thing's pretty cool, so I'm going to try to give this, make it meaningful, give this a shot, along with the regular planned videos, and pretty soon this week I'll be incorporating just kind of another more detailed rundown of what I expect to cover and want to get out of this moving forward. So really excited, got a lot of ideas. This is a really neat experience, and hope that you're having a good day. All right.